The intro went at 12:30, therefore the show started at 12:30. Therefore, I won't be taking any moaning or any nonsense, especially off of London the day. We started bang on 12:30. Alan hasn't got the Who Am I. Therefore, multiple man might not get the Who Am I. Therefore, I'm started the show very, very happy today. Very, very happy. Albeit somebody will probably get it straight away. Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the afternoon Rabble here on the Rangers Rabble podcast. How is everybody? It's not a lie, London. It's not a lie. You're just raging that I started on time. I'm joined today by Alan. Alan, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Martin. Nice to see you in a chirpy mood. So
yes. Well, it's simply because you didn't get the Who Am I, and you usually get them all. So,
I wouldn't say I usually get them all, but I've got a feeling I'm going to kick myself on this one. So
I don't know. No, we're not cheating, Paul. Why does everybody just assume I'm cheating because Alan didn't get it? So there we go. But anyway, Al, how's things, mate? I've not spoke to you for ages.
It's been a busy start to the year, but things are good. I wish we just could play at home every week. And then we'd all be a bit happier. But no, everything's good. So looking forward to the weekend.
I meant to ask you, and I'll ask you while we're online here. You've been to every SPFL ground in the country, yes?
Yes.
What's the worst?
The worst?
In your opinion, obviously, not fact.
I'm not sure, actually. There are probably one or two that are sort of no great, but nothing sort of jumping out. It's been the worst. The worst ones I find are in the Lowland League. You've got places like Cowdenbeath, are horrendous, but they're obviously been out of the league for a wee while. Multiple man, you take a very good point. It feels absolutely makes you feel absolutely dirty being there. So yes, multiple man. I'll go with that.
I mean, it's not the right answer because there is some truly, truly horrendous grounds in Scotland. Yeah, I mean, Hampden is a good shout. Hampden's a terrible, terrible stadium. And AJ's put Who Am I today is simply I was right-footed. Well, I mean, a multiple man would probably still get it right, AJ, if I put that. Who am I? My mum gave birth to me. There you go. Again, multiple man would probably still get it right. So remember, your first answers only, folks. If you answer once, you don't get to answer again. Lyndon, you might as well answer the now with, I don't know, Red West, somebody like that. You might as well. Have you been to Peterhead's ground, Alan?
Yes, I went up in the summer, or made the most of the sort of better weather, then ticked that off. Went and seen them play against Fraserburgh, actually.
Oh, nice wee ground, isn't it?
It's a tidy wee ground, well sort of received, well treated up there. So I'm sure you and Mel quite like that when you make a wee trip up there. So
I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about because nothing's been announced, Alan. I've got no idea what you're talking about.
I just know you'll mention going to different places. So
yes. Well, I'm travelling up to Peterhead tomorrow to watch Peterhead play another team that I can't remember the name. I think it's Albion Rovers. I think I'm not sure, but I'm going to. Yeah, I've been there once before. I'll tell you an embarrassing story. Right, so I was young, me and my mate get the train because my family's got a big association with Berwick Rangers, right? So Peterhead were playing Berwick. My mate's a big Peterhead fan. I like Berwick. Travels up, get the train to Aberdeen, then you need to get a bus for Aberdeen to Peterhead because there's no train station in Peterhead. Gets there, gets to the ground, goes in, pies, gets in, and I turned round to my mate and I went, "Where's the away end?" And everybody just turned round and just started laughing at me because I was such an idiot, absolute idiot. Anyway, folks, That's enough chatter. It's time for the serious stuff. Time for it.
It's the question of the day. If you love a good question, then we're coming your way with the question of the day. Question of the day.
Now, it's a wee bit depressing, this question, but I think it's an interesting one because it gives me an insight into your eating habits. Excuse me, I'm still quite chesty, by the way. Thank you for those who asked. Yes, I'm still suffering with a bit of the man flu. And also, actually, I've just been pulled up for not saying it. Fergie, happy birthday. 65 today, Fergie. Happy birthday, my friend. I hope you had a good one. Today's question of the day. If you were on death row, good start to the question. What would be your final meal? What would be your last meal? What would you choose when they come to you and they go, right, you can have anything you want. What would you have? Alan, what would be your final meal?
I'm born. I'd say steak and chips, but I'd make it one of these sort of massive ones that you see on these eating challenges. You know, eat it all when you get the money back for it, sort of thing. So, aye, steak and chips.
Would you? Because obviously it would be in America. Would you say to them, you need to go to this butcher's in Glasgow and get me my steak pie?
Listen, if I was on death row, I'd make him work for it. Aye, you know, go and get some proper good Aberdeen Angus steak.
I mean, look, I can put Paul's up, but I can't put Lyndon's up because Lyndon's just took it a wee bit too far. Lyndon's Paul's final meal would be Julia Roberts, which I think most of us could probably agree with. Craig's just went for pizza. Like, you need to expand on that. Like chicken pizza, meat feast, pepperoni, anything bar vegetarian, right? How do you ruin a dinner party? Invite a vegetarian, right? It's true. What else have we got? Kevin's just went with an all-you-can-eat buffet. I mean, why not? What's that one in Motherwell called? Is it World Buffet or something?
That's demolished now.
Is that not there? Oh, well, anyway. Well, forget I said it. William White's...
I think it was Cooking Indies World Buffet. But
that's what it was. It was a good film. I could quite like that. Sausage, egg, chips and bread. And Geordie's just went for the all-you-can-eat buffet as well, so they can't actually kill them, which is fair enough. And then, of course, Ian Thompson, the upper middle class, Ian Thompson has went for pasta. Pasta Genovese
from.
Pasta Genovese from La Fiorentina. 'Tis the business. Yes, and Ian is certainly not. Tessa just went for the bog standard, just your mac and cheese. But yeah, a T-bone. I'm with Gaz on that. I like a T-bone. And I like lamboon as well. Yeah, 100%. Timothy Sharps went chicken, green pepper, and black bean, fried rice, and chips. And this is where I need your opinion now. Just any pizza, Hawaiian. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do they not put pineapple on Hawaiian pizza?
They do.
Well,
you know, listen, each to their own.
No, not each to their own. Anybody who puts pineapple on a pizza deserves to be on death row, in my opinion. Multiple mans went chicken, gravy, mash, roast tatties, and strawberry gatto.
Fair enough. That's a good feed.
Well, I would take the mash out of there and the roast tatties because that's just disgusting. Apart from that, do you not think potato is one of the worst tasting things in the world?
No, because my diet's mainly based on potatoes. Various sorts, you know, roast potato and chips, whatever, mashed potato,
right?
Boiled potatoes. I'll go back to the question about the worst place to watch football in the SPFL.
Oh, you thought about it now? You thought about it now, right? Okay.
I did. Meadowbank. Absolutely awful place to watch football. It's a great facility, don't get me wrong, but it's an awful place to watch football.
Right, for the people tuning in, Alan, who maybe don't know where Meadowbank is or who plays at Meadowbank, can you enlighten the people? I mean, I know, obviously I know, but could you enlighten the people?
It's in Leith, which is, I'm reliably told, just outside of Edinburgh. You know, that's one for Will. So I know he's watching.
And who plays at Meadowbank now?
Edinburgh City play at Meadowbank.
Obviously, I knew that. Yeah, obviously. Right, so Al, you're on death row, right? The warden comes to you. Your final meal, anything you can pick, and Ricky picks lentil soup and a baguette.
Do you know what? That's kind of calm and peaceful. I suppose I can see the appeal of just something sitting nice and chill and just go out quietly. So, you know,
I'm not having that, Ricky. I just don't accept it. And Gaz has annoyed me. Chicken curry with extra onions and a portion of chips. Blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
Nah, listen, I'm somebody who would probably go and order extra chips or anything I eat. So, you know.
Would you have extra onions, but
No, but, you know, I wouldn't have a chicken curry either. But, you know, I would have extra chips with whatever I was eating probably. So, thumbs up for the extra chips.
No. And D, I mean, that's it. D's done. D's done. Dundee. D's done. My jokes are terrible. Pizza and pineapple. Martin's about to insult every Italian trying to pronounce that. Well, I've already insulted every single Australian. So I might as well jump in and start insulting the Italians as well. Why not? Bring back the Champanese burgers. Help me lose weight. Next day on the loo. What did I say?
Champanese. Champanese. Jesus Christ, Martin.
I tell you, I didn't finish school, right? Yeah. Well, pineapple does not belong on a pizza. That's Ian and Astrid both hungry.
It's just like watching The Sopranos then for him.
I don't think I have the worst takes. Lyndon, do you accept pineapple on a pizza? Do you? Because I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you did. Oh my God, magic mushroom pizza. Go out tripping. I mean, actually, yeah. I don't like mushrooms.
He's went from one extreme to the other after a lentil soup and a baguette.
I mean, he's took it to a whole new level, hasn't he? A whole new level. Alan, turkey dinosaurs. I mean, I don't even know if you get them in America, but yeah, why not? John Johnson's went steak and chips with a curry for Wilf. Do we have any more before I do the Who Am I?
I'll put up for an oldie, a big dirty fry up.
Yes, a big dirty fry up. Yes, Martin sounds like sniping all foods he hates. I hate most foods, to be fair. To be honest, the old Blue Nose burger from Ibrox. Yeah, that was disgusting. I was at the Aberdeen game, and my missus got a cheeseburger, and it was stone cold. Stone cold, Alan. The food at Ibrox has always been dreadful.
The pies are generally decent, but you know the facility's not there to provide good sort of burgers and hot dogs and that. You know they're just sort of left on a tray to just get a cheese slice added. You know, as the catering's no set up for a decent offer. You know the pies and that'll be fine. You know, but you know much more than that. You see much smaller clubs offer much better as you get down the leagues.
Yeah,
you know, it's embarrassing what you get at some top clubs in terms of your offer. And that's why most people go to the burger vans outside Ibrox.
Yeah, I agree. It is very stone cold. Steve Austin, yes, it absolutely is. Did she eat it at 316? No, she did not.
Right, London, that's the bottom line for this question.
That's the question of the day. Finished. Yes, an everlasting gobstopper. Remember them? Ah, brilliant. The pies at Ibrox aren't great either, to be fair. Right, okay. So let's do the question of the day, folks. the moment that London never gets them right. Multiple man. Here we go. I have won multiple English Premier League titles. I have also played in several different countries and at different levels. I didn't get many international caps, which pleased my manager, who, by the way, I didn't get on with. I love the limelight and have appeared on a few different TV shows. Who am I? That's all you're getting. That is it. Your first answer counts. I knew he was going to put Richard Ramirez. You know, I knew it. That's who I was thinking about when I said Fred West. I couldn't remember his name. But I'll read that one more time. I have won multiple English Premier League titles. I have also played in several different countries and at different levels. I didn't get many international caps, which pleased my manager, who I didn't get on with. I love the limelight and I have appeared on a few different TV shows. Who am I? No, it's not Rey Mysterio. It's not Rey Mysterio, believe it or not, to be honest with you. Right, so that's your who am I. I will read it out again at 12:54. Don't know why, I just will. Let's get some Rangers chat on the go, but shall we? But just before we do, Stephen Robertson has gifted 5 Rangers Rabble memberships. Thank you very much, Stephen. Massive supporter of the channel. And if you get one of those gifted memberships, you will see all the changes that we are making over on the membership pages. There's hundreds of content. Hundreds. Right, thank you very much, Stephen. Alan, before we get into Clinton Nsiala, who I want to have a wee discussion with you about, because you know, me and you do pay a wee bit more attention, I think, than a few to the B team and stuff. I think we have to discuss the B team first, just very quickly, because I'm going to probably discuss it more tonight. Pretty much, Rangers have gave up on the B team. It's almost looking like, Alan, I suppose at the start of the season when they didn't re-enter the Lowland League, we should have seen this coming. But now it seems to be a case of we'll just send players out on loan, promote Baylor Rice to the first team, and it's almost been disbanded.
Yeah, it's probably not surprising, you know, given the lack of games the B team are playing, you know, and when they do play, they're not getting exposed to crowds. You know, the games are getting kind of announced in the morning, and there's no chance for people to go and watch. You know, so players are not learning, you know, what it's like to play in front of a crowd, and you know, it's only encouraging us to hold on to a far bigger squad. I think we've got over 50 registered players, you know, aged to play sort of first team level, and it's far too much. You know, there's far too many players there that if they're no kicking on the door of the first team, we should be moving on now. You know, Adam Devine, Alec Lowry, so many more, you know, and I don't really think there's any gain to us having a B team right now, other than giving people more games to go and watch. Probably has helped, you know, Nsiala a wee bit settle into Scottish football, but you know, for one or two players, it's helped out. You know, it's not working.
We did see though, Al, Falkirk tried to almost disband their whole youth system. Now, I know that we've obviously still got the under-18s and stuff like that who are playing. Do you think it's a mistake by Rangers to just kind of totally disband the B team setup? Or do you think it's more an SFA, SPFL problem, the fact that there's no reserve league, the reserve league's practically done, there's no under-21, under-23 leagues in this country. So once you get to a certain age, once you get to like 17, 18, that's it. If you've not broke through, you're done. The only way, I suppose, now for young people, young kids coming through at bigger clubs, i.e. Rangers and Celtic, to make it, is to go out on loan.
Pretty much, you know, young players need to go and play. You know, the academy system is great, it teaches them so much, but it ends up teaching all the sort of youngsters how to play the same way. You know, there's no sort of game changers, you know, coming through. You know, that's something always levelled at sort of youth football. You know, it's all about coming through and playing the safe passes, taking the safe options, and you know, playing percentages. So I think players need to go and play games and learn. Lots of teams don't have B teams or reserve teams. You know, it's only going to be a big deal at Rangers because we had one, and we're choosing to move away from that. But lots and lots of teams don't actually carry a B team or a reserve team, and Falkirk were maybe looking at disbanding our youth system. I think a lot of teams have looked at the cost of that and just looked at, well, maybe we can just bring sort of young players in when they're getting close to first team.
But how did it get close to first team if there's no youth system? That's one of the big problems that we're going to face. But anyway, obviously that's more of a discussion for another. That's probably a whole show on its own, to be honest with you, Alan. Clinton Nsiala. Now, we've spoke about him before at B team games. Wally Irwin spoke about it before at B team games. I wasn't convinced by him at B team level, Alan. However, he's come into this first team. Not getting too ahead of ourselves. He's only played a few games, and there's a few things we've seen where I've went right. He needs to improve on that. Young boy, new country, but seems to have settled into the first team quite nicely.
Yeah, I think we've actually handled him quite well. You know, we've brought him in, we've put him in a B team. You know, we've let him sort of adapt to a new country. You know, it's a boy who's never played first team football at any level, anyway. You know, but he's came through the system at AC Milan, so you expect a player of a certain pedigree coming from there. So, you know, he's got the physical attributes. You know, he's got pace. You know, he's strong. You know, he's got a good height. So, left-footed players are always sort of rare to find at times. So, you know, he's somebody that can offer his balance. You know, and he's now had 6 months in the country, 6 months at club. You know, and he stepped in when the team are struggling in terms of numbers. But it's also, I was talking with Wilf at the game the other day about this, it's also made Robin Proper look a wee bit better because he's playing in the right side of defence, which is something probably worth mentioning as well, because, you know, I've been quite a big critic of Robin Proper. I don't think he's been a good signing at all, but he has looked a bit more comfortable playing in a more balanced defence.
Yeah, but against weaker opposition, I would say. Robin Proper's looked better. I'm not going to go either way on him because I made the mess up in the start of the season and I haven't really recovered from it by getting a wee bit too excited about Robin Proper. But a super chat has come in from the one and only Stephen Robertson. I'm not going to do the accent because I can't do the accent. And it's ironic. I was sitting earlier on watching a bit of Jim Jeffries as well. The Australia connection. Need to book, and by the way, thank you for the super chat, Stephen. Need to book Connor and the older bloke you had in that was in the know about the youth knocking about Scotland. We're going to. There'll be a lot more emphasis on youth come the 3rd of February once I've got everything rescheduled and everything revamped. There'll be the women's stuff, the youth stuff, the first team stuff, and then all the other stuff that comes along with running a podcast. So, yes, absolutely, we'll be keeping you up to date with everything youth, if indeed there's anything to be kept up to date with, to be brutally honest. But Stephen, thank you very, very much for the support. Right, who am I today, folks? I have won multiple English Premier League titles. I have also played in several different countries and at different levels. I didn't get many international caps, which pleased my manager, who I didn't get on with. I love the limelight and I have appeared on a few different TV shows. Who am I? You have 5 minutes. 5 minutes to answer the who am I. Just going back a wee tiny bit to the Aberdeen game, I've seen a few different takes online. Are we in a position, are we in that sort of mindset now, Alan, that we're so dismayed and annoyed and frustrated and fed up and whatever adjectives you want to use about the position that Rangers are in and the way that it's been going, that we look at that Aberdeen game and we go, oh, that was a slog. When if you maybe look back at it, you go, apart from the finishing, we actually played quite well.
Yeah, I probably left Ibrox thinking, you know, that it was an okay performance. You know, we really should have done better, but I've obviously read the manager's comments and Yanis Hadji's comments after the game, and they're raving about it. You know, that's a complete performance. It's 90 minutes with dominated. We played really well. That's what we want to see. Good synergy with the fans and all that. I think they're probably getting ahead of himself a wee bit. I don't think it was a bad performance by any means. You know, I think we controlled the game and dominated, but we really need to make better decisions in the final third. We really need to be taking our chances, much like we saw at Easter Road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were phenomenal for 30 minutes at Easter Road, and then get back into the old habits. You know, we hadn't killed the game off. We hadn't taken the chances. Dundee was a bit different. We were pretty poor all in there, but you know, there's enough to be sort of encouraged about by the Aberdeen game, but at the same time balanced out by the fact that Aberdeen were absolutely woeful.
Mm-hmm. Really poor. I'm actually surprised, Alan, at how bad they've got considering the start to the season. They were really poor.
Oh, it's crazy because they were buying up for it. They were doing well. They were performing well. They were winning even when they weren't playing well. And they've not won in 12 games now. So that's a crazy turnaround. But you know,
I know. Can you believe, Alan? Can you believe that about 7 or 8 games into the season, there was a lot of us talking about getting Thielen in as manager?
That's just mental, you know. You have to see how people actually do beyond making an initial impact. You know, lots of people want Clement to go. You know, he made a brilliant impact in his first sort of few months. You know, it doesn't always sort of stay. It doesn't always continue. So, I think the Aberdeen performance was something encouraging. But what we need to do is take that into away games. You know, seen the sort of stats are getting put out. Clement's win record that is up there with any manager at Ibrox, but it's the away form. You know, and it was quite interesting to actually look at the table somebody put out, you know, with the various win percentages home and away, and how many managers are wildly different, you know, their home record and away record. You know, I think the second best away winning percentage in the league for a Rangers manager is Pedro Caixinha. You know, but his home record is absolutely stinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can't seem to get it right.
You like to just bring his name up every now and then, don't you? Stephen Robertson's back in with another super chat, and he's got a very important message for everybody. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. I'm going to show you the best subscribe graphic in the world. If I can find it. I can't actually find it. There it's there. Look at that. Boom. I mean, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? Subscribe. 12.6 thousand subscribers. Let's get it to 13, folks, if you please. Now, and thank you, Stephen, member of the show, I should say. Thank you very much. Will's put, hope Elgin make it even worse for the Dolly tomorrow's A96 derby, as the local media are calling. I think Elgin are doing pretty well this season, if I'm being honest. Fraserburgh on Sunday. Alan, I have to think now. I'm guessing, just quick, because obviously we've got the Friday night Rabble tonight as well, so we'll no doubt go into that in a bit more detail. But I suppose we're expecting a lot of changes, a lot of youth to be brought in, Alan, as we speak about the youth.
I'd like to see 3 or 4 of the younger players playing, particularly Fraserburgh, given it a B team, put 5 past Fraserburgh earlier this season. You know, so the younger players have experience playing against Fraserburgh. No multiple man, not yet. But I think that it's a great chance. Maybe give, you know, even 30 minutes off the bench to Finlay Curtis. You know, play Zach Lovelace. You know, I'd start Igamani. You know, I'd like to see him rack up some goals. But you know, I'd rather we put.
You know, Dessers is starting.
Aye, you know, and it's probably frustrating if people would go, you know, by missing easy chances. But you know, Dessers took his goal extremely well the other night. So
he did.
You know, he did that. But I'd rather see 2 or 3 young players come in to a strong team because that's more relative to how they'll actually perform in the first team if we need them. You know, it's all very well you can put 11 young boys in that team, but that doesn't show me anything about how they're going to play if they're called into the first team. You know, like Nsiala's had to come into the team. You know, I see far more out of Nsiala playing with first teamers than I do seeing him playing with a B team. So hopefully not too many changes. You know, I want us to keep up the rhythm before we go and play at Old Trafford next week. So,
I mean, I don't know if Diallo's playing, we're in trouble. If he's no, then we'll probably win. There we go. It would just be the thing when it's somebody who we all thought wasn't good enough to play for Rangers is now bagging him in for Man U.
I think at the end of his loan spell, he was looking really up for it. You know, I think if we made that an 18-month loan spell, would I really seen a hell of a player for us?
Probably. Just before we announce the Who Am I, Alan, Stephen Robertson's back in again with another super chat. Alan, have you been asked to the world's greatest shave?
No, I haven't.
Would you go?
No. Well, it's been trimmed a wee bit, so you know that's as much as it'll go.
There we go. Thank you very much, Stephen, for the support, my friend, out in Oz. Thank you very, very much. Right, okay, before we go, we have to do it. Today's Who Am I, Alan? What's your guess? Give me your best guess.
I don't know. Paul Ince was my best guess, but I don't think
Paul Ince. Right, well, before that, Cammy's now been a member for 25 months. James Cameron has also been a member for 16 months. So thank you very much, guys, for the support. What have I told you? That this player also played, see the team that he won the 3 Premier League titles with, he also played for their rivals. Does that help?
Paul Ince played for Liverpool as well.
Other rivals, not close rivals. Anyway, forget it. We'll be here all day. It was Lee Sharp, right? It was Lee Sharp. Won 3 titles at Manchester United. He played for Leeds. He played for Bradford. He played for Sampdoria and Grinavac in Iceland. And he appeared on TV shows as well. Alan Gray was the first in. He got it spot on. Multiple Man then copied him, just as a total guess. And Jordy then copied Multiple Man. And then Ian copied Multiple Man. So there was a lot of copying going on today. So, and of course, Multiple Man's been to Grindavic. He was probably there when Lee Sharp played. I mean, unbelievable, by the way. Like, how did you even? Do you know what? I'm glad there's only 2 weeks left of this show on public YouTube because I'm fed up getting my absolute arse handed to me. 23-5 to the comments. Like, it's unbelievable. I can't compete with Google, Alan. I just can't do it.
Aye. I wasn't sure that Lee Sharp had won multiple titles. That's why
He won 3.
So
yes, he won 3. There we go. Right, well, folks, be back at 7:30 tonight. Although I might just phone in sick and just leave the night. I genuinely thought I was going to get that. I thought most people would have went for Cantona, if I'm being honest. But however, Sharp is a great podcast guest, I should say. But yeah, all right, folks.
If you've never heard Lee Sharp talk about the aftermath of the Cantona incident in Sellers Park, it's well worth checking it.
It is. Yeah, and it would have got me the win had Alan Gray. It's Alan Gray's fault today. He messed it up. He screwed it for me by getting the right answer. Unbelievable. But there we go, folks. That is your afternoon rabble for today. Alan, thank you for joining me, my friend.
No worries. Always a pleasure.
And thank you to everybody who watched, liked, subscribed, and shared, retweeted on Twitter. All that good stuff. Stephen Robertson for all the phenomenal super chats. Thank you very much. Alan, I'm not accepting your apologies. You've ruined my afternoon. You've absolutely ruined it. So that's it. For now on, for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be players for 1910s and 1920s because I can't take this getting beat anymore. So like I say, folks, we'll be back tonight at 7:30 for your, I was going to say Monday night, for your Friday night Rabble. And then we've got a wee kind of deeper dive into Manchester United that I'll be doing with Lewis, that will be available for members tonight at 9 p.m. So until then, folks, we'll speak soon. Stay safe.